Writer Mark Wooden here with an update to episode 5 of my Thoughts from the Shed podcast, where I talk to you about the Shadowdance action urban fantasy saga. Over at writermarkwooden.com or shadowdancesaga.com, same place, two names, lazy me. I've been hard at work updating the character images for some of my initiated and uninitiated members of the Shadowdance saga. With the help of the lovely graphic artist Maya, I've created not only those new images, but some logos for the organizations within the Shadowdance saga. So why don't you come on over with me and I'll show you what I got going on. Come on, right this way. And if you go over to writermarkwooden.com or shadowdancesaga.com, hey, look, that's me! You'll want to go to the menu at the top for About Mark's Fiction, and then you can go to either the Urban Fantasy Origins, we'll get to that another day, the Urban Fantasy Characters, or Urban Fantasy Organizations. Let's go there. And when that page loads up, you'll see there are many competing organizations within the Shadowdance Action Urban Fantasy Saga. Click on the links for more information. And what links do you have after you get the pop-up to sign up for my newsletter? Because, hey, don't you want to know extra info about what's going on with Wooden Shed Creative and Writer Mark Wooden? That's why you sign up right here for the newsletter. Look at those lovely logos. Lovely logos. Look at that alliteration. For all the various organizations I have so far within the Shadowdance Action Urban Fantasy Saga. All you have to do is highlight over one of the organizations. You'll see the name as well as a little hit about who they are. If you want to see the logo up close, there's a magnifying glass. Boop. There she is. Hit your X to go away. Go back. And there's also a link button. If you hit that link, which we shall do, it'll take you to a page where you can learn more about that organization, in this case, the Daughters of Lilith. And you'll have a write-up about the organization, a little bit of their history, and of course, down below, you can hit the links to continue on your journey of the Shadowdance organizations. But wait, what about the characters that are mentioned within the history? Well, for example, there's Adriana Dupre, the main character so far of my Shadowdance Action Urban Fantasy Saga. There's a hyperlink right to her. You click on her, you're taken to the page that tells you about Adriana Dupre, a former vampire assassin. You'll see a little bit of physical statistics so you can get an idea of who they are and what they look like, a picture, and then again a history about that character, complete with hyperlinks to other characters or organizations that are mentioned. You'll also see a featured in section, which tells you what books or short stories of the Shadowdance saga to look for that character in. Right now, these are just solid text, but eventually when I start the rebranding, they will all become links so you can click and go straight to that book. And here's a little secret. If you really can't wait to read some Shadowdance stuff, the books are still currently available on Amazon.com, whatever iTunes calls their iBooks, Barnes & Noble's got them, and Smashwords.com. They still have them too. I'll leave links to that stuff below. You can read them. I tell you, the story's going to change a little, but not a whole lot. But at least you can get a taste, get a big old taste of it. The most glorious part of the new revisions, all of graphic artist Maya's wonderful designs for the characters. Simply highlight over to find a name and a brief description. Magnifying glass to get a picture of that sexy Hollywood bad boy sorcerer, complete with, if they are involved with an organization, their logo will be down below. Click the X to get out. And once you find all that, of course, there's the link here. Click that link. And up comes the page for that character. All done in the same style, so you can find out more about what's going on in the Shadowdance Action Urban Fantasy Saga. And I give you a little bonus. Down here in the corner, you'll see Wake the Darkness, unofficial Action Urban Fantasy Saga theme song. You click that link, the music video of the Shadowdance Saga theme song, Wake the Darkness. So all of that should be enough to get those creative juices flowing and get you all interested in finding out what the Shadowdance Action Urban Fantasy Saga is. But if you can't wait for me to go ahead and rebrand the stuff and have it come out so you can indulge in the full stories, you can sign up for the newsletter and you'll get a free copy of the book A Reason to Live, which is going to be the prologue for the second rebranded book in the Shadowdance saga. And you get it for free. You'll meet Ilyana Dakanova and Adriana Dupre and all sorts of hijinks within the Shadowdance saga. So go on over to shadowdancesaga.com or writermarkwooden.com, look at those Shadowdance characters and look at the organizations, get yourself kind of seeped into it, so that way when it's all out there, you'll be ready to go. And while you're there, don't forget to check out the Thoughts from the Shed podcast, coming to you every other Wednesday, starting the first Wednesday of the month. And if you're looking for some graphic design to get done, be it a logo, a character design, or even a whole book cover, which I did, which you won't see for a little while, but it's coming, please check out Maya's graphic design work. I'm going to leave a link down below in the show comments so you can find her, all her work, and maybe throw her some work. Worked for me.